tutorial, and please support the art that I'm doing. I've got a Linktree link that's got links to everything I'm running. We've got a Patreon, I've got an Etsy, I've got a Kickstarter running. I'll plug that at the end. But you can check me on Kickstarter at Schlepzeg. The portion of how I do screens. I get asked a lot of times how I add screens to my drawings digitally. And this is how I do it. I use a program called MediaBang Paint, which works for me. It's available on Android, iOS, iPad, and Windows. I'm using a Samsung tablet, so it being available for Android was really appropriate for me. Some of the other really popular programs like Procreate and Clip Studio are only available for the iPad, so that's why I gravitated towards this. To add a screen, we're going to add some line drawing art. MediaBang has got an excellent line art extraction tool, which I really like. What I think is one of the big strengths of this program. So I'll just choose an ink drawing I did recently and let that import. I'm going to adjust the scale of that so it fills up the page. I'm going to set. It's going to ask me if I want to do line art extraction. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to use one of the presets. I'm going to use number 3. Number 3 is a really high contrast preset, so I don't have any transparency to my blacks. They're really solid. You can go with lighter versions that are a little less heavy. For a lot of my work, I like the heaviest one. So I'm going to set that. It's going to ask me if I want to paint over my line art. I'm going to say no. If you say yes, it will lock the layer. And, if it's locked, there's a lock, unlock. It's really easy to get out of it, but it's just a habit. I'm going to create an 8-bit layer underneath my drawing layer. I'm going to set the color of that 8-bit layer to a really bright yellow. I like using this bright yellow because it's not a color I draw with a lot, and it gives me a really good idea of where that screen is going to set. You'll see that in just a second. So I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to sketch out my spaces that I want. And, you're going to use screens for doing highlights and shadows and things like that. So we're just going to kind of freehand in where I want the highlights, where I want to show some contrast. I like to fill my areas just to make sure I don't have any gaps in that outline. Because what I'm going to do next, I'm going to select that area, and I'm going to select outside my area. It's going to select everything on that layer that is not part of it. And that's because I've got several spaces I want to put shades in. I just don't want to select them all individually. Since I selected outside, I need to invert that selection. I invert it. I turn that off. I'm going to create the layer that my screen is going to land on. For standard, manga type layer, it's going to be a black layer. But you can do this in color as well and create some really interesting effects. So I'll go to my screens. I'm going to use the tile screen, which was just a repeating tile. I like these dots for a lot of my spaces. Now you can adjust the scale of that tile. I can make it larger. If I want to really emphasize those dots, I can make it smaller if I want to be really fine. You can see on the screen, you can see a little bit of more patterning happening here as it gets too small. You want to adjust that scale so it comes out. If it's too small, when you go to print, you're going to get that moire patterning. You want to avoid that. But you can adjust that whatever size you want. So I'm going to set that, and then we'll deselect, so we take away that highlighting. Turn off that, and you can see a screen in place, and that's really all there is to it. There's a little bit more that you can do with these if you like that other tone quality, like the lines that people have been talking about. We can deselect. I'm going to go back to my yellow layer. I'm going to select that same area again. And invert the selection like we did last time. I'm going to create a new, I'm going to start with a black layer. I'm going to turn off my yellow layer, and I'm going to use these stripes. I'm going to adjust the scale so it's really small. These come in so thick, and I can adjust the angle of this pattern. So with the lines, you can see the directionality a lot more. So I'm going to set it to 45, and I'm going to run this down to like a 10% scale. So I've got a fine parallel line there. I'm going to set, deselect, so I see it, and then what we can do is, if I adjust the color of that, I'm going to change this over to a gray. We've got something that looks a lot like those tone effects that you see in the old black and white comics. They look really great as texture, and they are a great way to create something interesting for the eye for your viewers. I like those textures. It gives the drawings a lot more depth, and I don't have to draw a billion little parallel lines to make it. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's pretty simple. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my Kickstarters on Schlipzig. Kickstarter project Schlipzig. Right now I'm running Why Did the Chicken Cross the Road, which is a chicken action adventure. Very fun. So check me out. Back me. Thanks a lot. Video, and you want to see more of what I'm doing and what work I've got a Kickstarter running right now. Why Did the Chicken Cross the Road? It's going to be a 30+ page comic about a chicken, past, action adventure. It's really cool. Check it out.